basically what I want to talk about today. What we're making a lamb, we're making this purple haze asparagus, and just a quick tip as we get ready for school. The biggest thing that I want to convey today, but as we get ready for school, if we have to keep our kids home, and I was just telling my wife this, and I don't know if she totally agrees with me, but it is what it is. But try your best to prepare an environment for the kids to do their work in, right? Because I'm guilty of this too. I get so much more done when I'm in my workspace as opposed to being at home. I'm comfortable here. So I don't work as hard, I'm not as focused, I'm a lot more laid back. And I think that happens with kids too. And so she's like, well, I don't know how important that is. It is important. And I always tell kids too, if you wear a uniform, I'm like, put your uniform on. Because you doing online school. I told my kids that in April. Put your uniform on so that you can at least feel like you're going to school. Like, dress up. Do that. Like, so create a space for them. So we're gonna change their little game room around, which they're not the happiest about. But we're gonna change their room around, put a couple tables in there so that they can have a space to do their work, a designated space, so they're not, the TV's there, they're not tempted to turn the TV on or grab their iPads and start playing. There's a designated space for them to do their work. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm creating an environment. And I'm gonna show you one thing that I got. So this is something you can purchase and do yourself. This is what I'm doing for my videos. You see this right here? This is called, and shout out to Jackie Westover for putting me up on game, but this is called Better Than Paper, right? Better Than Paper is bulletin board paper, right? Watch this. So I'm gonna put this on a wall, and it's gonna be my backdrop, right? It's gonna be my backdrop. I'm gonna work with some lighting. I'm gonna have a good light coming at me, a good light source, hanging. This is me being extra. This is for me, not my kids. Actually, I do have one for them too, but I don't know if I'm gonna use it. I might. But I do have one for them. They might have it at Michael's, but I got this from Amazon. Oh, okay. It's like $15, $14.99 on Amazon. So I'll have me a background where it's not just my wall or whatnot. This is like whiteboard too, you can write on it. So this is the like white wood. I also got black wood. So I got some black wood too. And so I might switch between the two when I'm doing my videos. When I'm talking to people, when I'm talking to my staff, because the videos are going to be essential. So the way you establish that it's one of those things. It's like adding. Case in point, I was talking to Brian. I was telling him how. Make sure I'm not burning anything. I was telling him how instead of using water to boil my potatoes, I use chicken stock. Now I don't have to do that, right? But it adds that extra little hint of flavor. It makes things taste that much better. And it works the same if you are in a teaching and learning environment, right? You do those little bitty things and you do them consistently, it changes the game. It changes the interaction, right? So me having this, like I don't have to go and get this. I can get bulletin board paper. I got this kind because you can write on it. It looks neat and it's gonna be in my backdrop. And so when I'm trying to engage students or teachers or adults, now there's a consistent, and B shared this with me, you know, what are you gonna have that's consistent in your environment so that they know this is you and you being you authentically, right? What is it gonna be? And so they were saying Larry King does it. Larry King has a microphone. No matter where he goes, there's this microphone that sits right there. Now, whether he's using the microphone or not, it's there. He has his suspenders, he has his glasses, he has his microphone. That's his thing. But the consistency of it is paramount too. Because kids thrive when there's a consistent, stable environment that doesn't change. And so I want to create that for my kids, and I'm saying that you should do that with yours too. I don't care if they're in kindergarten or 12th grade, create some type of system of consistency that allows them to feel like they're in a learning space. Because I'm telling you, they can sit on the couch and do stuff, and that's cool, but they're not gonna give it their all, right? So when you start to look at habits and patterns, that's what you want. That's when you start reaching for that level of success that most people won't ever get to, or they don't know how to because there's no consistency, there's no regimen, there's no discipline, there's no sacrifice, and it's all emotion is dealt with first and foremost. And when you deal with emotion first, you setting yourself up for failure, because emotions like this, it's not consistent, it's not stable, it's not something it's energy and motion, so it's always moving. And there's no focal point. So you're gonna be focused and unemotional. Come up with an environment that's going to allow your kids. My stuff's going now, it's moving. Alright. Come up with an environment that your kids are gonna feel some consistency with. So that you can maximize their learning and the teaching as well. So get this paper if you need it. But this is what I'm not being paid by these guys. Hey, look, I don't even got 1,000 views. Like, I'm not being paid. I don't gotta say that, right? But this is what I'm using for myself, maybe my kids, and we're gonna rock there. All right.